Welcome, everyone, to The Deep Dive. This is the show where we cut through all the noise, don't we? We take stacks of information, research notes,
hmm
and we boil it all down into insights you can actually use. Clear, actionable stuff.
That's the goal.
Our mission, really, is to help you get genuinely well-informed on important topics and, do it quickly but thoroughly. We love delivering those real aha moments.
Yeah, making learning engaging, not just easy.
Exactly. Fun, even.
And what's really quite fascinating about our topic today, I think, is how universal it is. Even though the specific source we're looking at has a local angle,
Right.
we're talking about something really fundamental to our well-being. But it's often, overlooked. People just think, oh, skin changes, that's just part of getting older.
Yeah, dismiss it.
But the truth is, there's actually a huge amount you can actively do.
Yeah,
You can support your skin's health, its comfort, especially as you age.
absolutely. Okay, then let's unpack this. Let's do a deep dive into some really valuable insights today.
Sounds good.
Our source material comes from a wonderful resource called Lively Later Life. Specifically, we're looking at their Daily Dose series.
Ah, yes. Good stuff there.
This piece is titled Protect Your Skin, Daily Skincare, and Sun Safety. Now, it was originally tailored for seniors, particularly folks right here in beautiful British Columbia.
Arnica Woods.
But honestly, the wisdom in it really resonates far beyond BC, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a topic that really impacts everyone. But it does take on, let's say, a particular importance as we mature.
Why is that, do you think?
Well, our skin,
Yeah.
it isn't just a covering, is it? It's our body's largest organ. It's this dynamic barrier, our very first line of defense against, well, everything out there.
Environment, yeah.
Exactly. And it's surprising, isn't it, how often we kind of take it for granted
Mhm.
or maybe neglect it until a problem pops up.
Like that persistent dryness or maybe a bruise you can't explain.
Precisely. Until it makes itself known.
It really is true. I was out for a walk just recently along Jericho Beach in Vancouver.
Oh, lovely.
It was one of those glorious, sunny BC days, even though it was technically still April.
I know the kind. Crisp air, blue sky.
Correct. The sun felt so warm on my face, and I noticed an older gentleman sitting on a bench just soaking it all in. But his arms looked quite dry, and his skin, it looked noticeably thin, almost delicate. And it just got me thinking, we focus so much, rightly so, on what's inside our heart health, bones, brain function.
All vital.
But we sometimes forget to properly care for this huge organ that's working so hard for us right on the surface, our skin. It's constantly exposed, constantly regenerating, constantly protecting us.
That's such a perfect observation. It really highlights something many of us experience, or perhaps start noticing.
You think so?
Definitely. Perhaps you listening right now have noticed these subtle changes in your own skin. Maybe a new dry patch that just won't go away, no matter how much lotion you put on it.
Or a bruise that shows up after the tiniest bump.
Exactly. Or maybe just a general feeling of tightness or that annoying, persistent itchiness. It's incredibly easy to just shrug and think, oh, well, that's just getting older.
Right, nothing I can do.
And feel like, yeah, there's nothing much to be done. But that perception, that's exactly what we want to challenge in this deep dive today.
So let me ask you, listening right now, does that resonate with you? What's maybe your biggest skin concern at this moment? Or perhaps, what's one simple thing you already do every day that helps your skin feel good?
Good questions to ponder.
We'd genuinely love for you to think about that as we explore this together. Your own insights, your questions, maybe things you've figured out about your own skin.
Yeah.
They're incredibly valuable. And we really hope this discussion sparks some new thoughts, maybe some practical solutions for you.
Yeah, absolutely. This deep dive, think of it as your empowering guide, your go-to resource for exploring accessible, everyday strategies for senior skincare. And crucially, those sun safety tips.
We need those here.
We absolutely do. We're going to sort of peel back the layers and uncover why senior skin needs that extra special attention. We'll get into common issues like chronic dryness or that unexpected bruising.
Yeah.
And then we'll reveal the simple but actually profoundly effective habits, things that can actively protect your skin from damage, keep it feeling comfortable, and looking its best for, years to come.
So the goal is practical steps.
Exactly. Our overarching goal is to equip you with both the knowledge and the practical steps you need.
Okay, get ready then. Because by the end of this deep dive, our aim is for you to feel ready to make skincare and sun protection, well, an effortless part of your daily routine, almost second nature.
Hmm.
Let's really uncover your skin's secrets and give you the know-how to feel comfortable, confident, and just great in your own skin from head to toe. Sound good?
Let's do it.
Okay, so to really understand how to care for our skin as we get older, we first need to grasp why it changes. It's not
Hmm.
just fading, is it? There are distinct things happening, physiological shifts, what's going on under the surface.
Indeed, it's not random. As we journey through life, our skin undergoes several natural, quite predictable changes.
Hmm.
And these changes, they profoundly impact its function, its appearance, its overall resilience.
Okay.
Let's maybe delve into 5 key transformations. The first one, and often the one people notice most, is that our skin tends to become significantly drier.
Ah, the dryness, yes.
And this isn't just, feeling a bit dry, it's physiological.
Mhm.
Our sebaceous glands, think of them as tiny built-in moisturizing factories.
Okay.
They produce the skin's natural oils, called sebum. Well, they become less active over time.
So less oil production.
Exactly. Less sebum means less natural lubrication on the skin's surface. And that leads directly to increased dryness, sometimes flakiness, and for many people that persistent, sometimes maddening itch. The medical term is pruritus.
Pruritus. Right.
And the aha moment here isn't just my skin feels dry.
Mm.
It's understanding that this dryness fundamentally compromises the skin's protective barrier. Well, think of your skin like a brick wall. The skin cells are the bricks, and the natural lipids, the oils, are the mortar holding it together.
Okay, I get that.
If that mortar, your natural oils, dries out and cracks, the wall becomes leaky. Precious moisture escapes out, and environmental irritants, allergens, bacteria can sneak in.
Ah, so it's a barrier breach.
Precisely.
Yeah.
It's not just cosmetic, it's a security issue for your body.
So that constant itchiness, the one that can drive you crazy sometimes, that so many older people mention, that's often directly tied to this reduction in natural oil.
Very often, yes. That insight really connects the dots for a lot of
Yes, it
people.
does. Okay, what's next?
And directly linked to that, the second major change is that our skin becomes thinner and more fragile.
Thinner. Right. I noticed that on the gentleman at the beach.
Exactly. The outermost layer, the epidermis, it literally thins out. And perhaps more critically, in the deeper layers, the foundational components start to break down. Things like collagen and elastin.
Collagen and elastin, we hear those terms a lot. What do they actually do?
Okay, good question. Collagen provides firmness and structure. Think of it like the steel beams in a building. It gives skin its strength.
Got it. Structure.
Elastin, as the name suggests, gives skin its flexibility, its ability to snap back into place, like a brand new rubber band.
Yeah, okay.
As we age, it's like that rubber band has been stretched and left out in the sun for decades. It loses its snap. It becomes brittle.
Like less resilient.
Exactly. And this makes senior skin significantly more prone to tearing, to bruising, to injury from even minor impacts or friction.
So like bumping into a table corner.
Precisely. What might have been a negligible bump in your younger years, causing maybe a little redness, can now result in a surprisingly large bruise, or even a skin tear that needs careful dressing and attention. The skin is genuinely more delicate.
That really explains why so many seniors I know mention how easily they bruise now. They'll say, I don't even remember hitting anything.
Exactly. It's not necessarily that they're clumsier, it's that their skin's structural integrity, its resilience, has changed.
Makes sense. What's the third change?
Adding to that fragility is slower healing.
Ah, things just take longer to mend.
Much longer. The rate at which old skin cells are shed and replaced by new ones, that process is called cell turnover, it slows down considerably.
Okay.
This means any cuts, scrapes, bruises,
Hmm.
they simply take much, much longer to heal. A minor wound that might have vanished in a few days when you were, say, 20,
Yeah.
could now take weeks, sometimes even months,
Yeah.
to fully resolve.
Weeks or months. Wow.
Yeah. And what's critical to grasp about this slower healing is that prevention becomes absolutely essential. It's not just better than cure anymore.
It's vital.
It's vital.
Hmm.
Because a minor scrape that used to be a fleeting annoyance could now become a weeks-long issue, significantly increasing discomfort and also the risk of infection or other complications. Your skin's internal repair crew is just working at a more, let's say, leisurely pace now.
So avoiding injuries in the first place becomes paramount.
Absolutely. Thinking ahead, being mindful.
Which means that proactive care, that vigilance we talked about, becomes even more crucial than ever. It's about anticipating, not just reacting.
You've got it. Now, the fourth natural change is a reduced sensory perception.
Reduced feeling. How does that work?
The nerve endings in our skin, They can become less sensitive over time. This can actually delay your recognition of things like injury, pressure, or even extreme temperatures.
Charlie, give me an example.
Okay, well, you might not feel that a hot water bottle is too warm until it's already caused a mild burn.
Oh, I see.
Or, perhaps more significantly for some, you might not notice continuous pressure building up on a specific area of skin, say, from sitting or lying in one position for too long.
And that can lead to...
That can lead to serious issues like pressure sores or bed sores,
Yeah.
particularly for people with limited mobility. It just highlights the need for visual checks and being actively aware of your body, especially if those usual warning signals from your nerves aren't as strong or immediate as they once were.
That's a really powerful point about not feeling things as readily. It truly underscores why we need to be so proactive and observant with our skin as we age, not just rely on feeling discomfort.
hmm And finally, the fifth key change is an increased susceptibility to sun damage.
Ah, the sun. Always comes back to the sun.
It does. And this isn't just about new damage accumulating now. It's really the cumulative effect of decades of sun exposure throughout your entire lifetime. That damage starts to manifest more prominently as we get older.
So the sun exposure from when you were a teenager.
Absolutely. It all adds up. The skin's natural ability to repair itself from UV radiation damage diminishes significantly with age.
Okay.
So this accumulated damage increases the risk of things like sunspots, those hyperpigmented areas, sometimes called liver spots.
Yes.
It contributes to deeper wrinkles, textural changes, and most critically, it leads to a heightened risk of developing various forms of skin cancers.
That's the serious part.
It is. Every minute of unprotected sun exposure throughout your life adds to this cumulative burden, and the impact becomes more apparent and potentially more dangerous with age.
Wow. Okay, so knowing these 5 natural changes, the dryness, the thinness and fragility, the slower healing, reduced sensation, and that increased sun susceptibility, it really helps us move beyond just reacting, doesn't it? It
Exactly.
allows us to tailor our approach,
Yeah.
to aim for optimal health, comfort, protection. It's not about fighting aging itself, but about understanding and proactively supporting our skin through its natural evolution.
Beautifully put.
So, armed with this deeper understanding, what does this all mean for our daily habits? How do we translate this knowledge into action?
Well, if we connect this to the bigger picture, maybe think of your skin like your body's wise old coat.
A wise old coat. I like that.
Yeah. This coat, it's protected you diligently for decades, right?
Mhm.
It's been a resilient barrier against the world, helped regulate your temperature, allowed you to feel and interact with everything around you.
Uh-huh.
Now, after all that incredible service, it just needs a little extra TLC, a bit more tender loving care, consistent hydration, gentle, mindful protection, just to keep serving you comfortably and effectively for many more years.
It's not about vanity, then.
Not at all. This isn't about chasing eternal youth. It's about maintaining a comfortable, functional, healthy, protective layer for the rest of your life. It's a truly vital investment in your overall well-being.
Okay, this is where it gets really practical and
Yeah.
hopefully really impactful for everyone listening. A consistent daily skincare routine. It doesn't have to be complicated, does it? Or time-consuming, or even expensive.
No, definitely not. It's genuinely about being strategic, being gentle, and being consistent with some very simple foundational steps.
We're not talking about some elaborate 10-step K-beauty thing here.
Absolutely not. We're focusing on the core care, the things that make a tangible difference for mature skin.
Okay, what are those core components?
All right. First and foremost, let's talk about gentle cleansing. This is paramount. You absolutely want to use a mild, pH-balanced cleanser, one that does not strip your skin's natural oils.
Okay, pH balanced, mild. What should we avoid?
Well, many traditional bar soaps, for example, are quite alkaline. They can be quite harsh. They aggressively remove that natural lipid barrier we talked about, the mortar in your skin wall,
Right.
and that leaves your skin feeling tight, dry, and incredibly vulnerable. So instead, you want to opt for creamy, hydrating cleansers. They're often labeled as moisturizing or for sensitive skin. These work with your skin, not against it.
So that old idea of wanting your skin to feel squeaky clean after washing, that's actually a bad sign for older skin.
Absolutely. Squeaky clean often means you've stripped away those essential protective oils. You've compromised the barrier. That's not what we want.
Got it. What about water temperature?
Crucial point. Use lukewarm water. Never hot.
Not hot, but a hot shower feels so good.
I know, especially in a chilly BC morning. But hot water is incredibly drying. It can literally damage the proteins and lipids in your skin's barrier, leading to increased moisture loss and irritation.
Okay, damage them. How?
Think about washing a delicate silk scarf in boiling water. It would damage the fabric, right? Our skin, especially mature skin, is just as delicate in its own way.
That's a good analogy. Lukewarm water it is. And after washing,
Gently pat your skin dry with a soft towel. Don't rub vigorously.
why not rub?
Rubbing creates friction, and friction can lead to micro tears, especially on skin that's already thinner and more fragile. Just a gentle pat is all you need.
Okay, soft touch, lukewarm water, gentle cleanser. That's cleansing covered. What's the next vital step?
You've hit on it. Second, and this is arguably the single most critical step for senior skin, moisturize, moisturize, moisturize.
Can't say it enough.
Cannot be overstated. And the timing of your moisturizing is also absolutely key.
Timing? How so?
You should apply a rich, preferably fragrance-free moisturizer immediately after showering or bathing, while your skin is still damp, not completely dry.
Still damp. Why is that so important?
It's crucial because applying moisturizer to damp skin helps to effectively trap and lock in that existing moisture from the water. It creates a sort of seal, an occlusive barrier that prevents that precious hydration from just evaporating off your skin into the air.
Ah, so you're sealing the water in.
Exactly. If you wait until your skin is completely dry, you're essentially just putting lotion on dry skin, which is far less effective at truly rehydrating it.
So literally, right out of the shower, maybe after a quick pat dry, slather it on. That's a brilliant, simple trick.
Precisely. It makes a huge difference. And when you're choosing a moisturizer, look for specific ingredients that are known to be highly beneficial for mature skin.
Okay, like what? What should we look for on the label?
Well, ceramides are fantastic. They're lipid molecules that are naturally found in your skin, and they help form that protective barrier. Remember the brick wall analogy? Ceramides are a key part of the mortar.
Right, holding the bricks together.
Without enough ceramides, that wall becomes leaky, moisture gets out, irritants get in. Another great ingredient is hyaluronic acid.
Heard of that one. It's popular.
It is, and for good reason. It's a powerful humectant. Think of it like a super sponge. It draws moisture from the air and from deeper in your skin, locking it into the surface layers, effectively plumping the skin up from within.
Plumping, nice. Any others?
Glycerin is another excellent humectant, works similarly. And then you have emollients like shea butter or even things like petroleum jelly or mineral oil. These create a smooth, protective layer on the skin surface, further sealing in that moisture.
So humectants draw moisture in, emollients seal it in.
You got it. A good moisturizer often contains both. And remember, apply moisturizer to your entire body, not just your face.
The whole body.
Yes. Our hands, our feet, arms, legs, they're often exposed and particularly prone to dryness. Be generous and diligent everywhere.
That makes so much sense. We focus on the face, but the rest of our coat needs care too. Okay, gentle cleansing, immediate moisturizing. What's the third crucial part of the daily routine?
That's daily sun protection. Now, we're going to dive into this in much greater detail in the next section, but it's vital to introduce it here. It's an absolutely integral, non-negotiable part of your daily skincare routine.
Even if you're staying indoors.
Even if you're spending most of your day indoors, but say near windows, UV rays can penetrate glass. Or even if you're only stepping out briefly, sun protection should always be a consideration. It's about building that consistent habit. Rain, shine, or even those typical overcast BC days.
Right. Okay, that sets the stage nicely. And, speaking of basics, the Lively Later Life source had a brilliant, simple tip about bathing that ties this all together.
Oh yeah, what was that?
It said, keep your showers or baths short and not too hot. Prolonged exposure to hot water can strip your skin's natural oils, leading to dryness and irritation.
Perfect advice. Ties right back to the cleansing part.
Exactly. So it's not just about the products, the cleanser, the moisturizer, but the actual process, the temperature, the duration of the water itself. Keep it short, keep it lukewarm, pat dry gently, then immediately moisturize. It really simplifies things when you think about it that way, doesn't it?
It does. Simple steps, consistently applied. That's the key.
Yeah.
Okay, this next section, it's absolutely critical, especially for us here in British Columbia.
Why especially here?
Well, we are incredibly blessed with stunning natural beauty, aren't we? Mountains, ocean, forests.
Absolutely.
But with that often comes beautiful, but surprisingly strong sun exposure, even on days that seem cloudy or hazy.
Right, that deceptive coastal light.
Exactly. You might look out your window, see an overcast sky, and think, oh, it's not really sunny. I don't need protection today. But UV radiation, particularly UVA rays, penetrate clouds very effectively.
So the danger is still there, even if the heat isn't.
Precisely. And this raises a really important question for all of us, especially seniors whose skin is more vulnerable. Are we truly doing enough to protect ourselves year-round, regardless of the apparent weather?
That's a powerful point. It's so easy to get complacent on an overcast day, isn't it? Especially in our milder coastal climate. But you're saying sun protection isn't just for sunny summer days.
Not at all. It's a year-round necessity.
Okay, so when it comes to sun protection, what are the absolute fundamentals, the non-negotiables that should be part of everyone's daily life, not just seniors?
All right, number one, daily sunscreen. This truly is non-negotiable
Every single day.
every single day. You should be applying a broad-spectrum sunscreen with an SPF sun protection factor of 30 or higher.
Broad spectrum, what does that mean exactly?
Good question. Broad spectrum means it protects against both types of harmful UV rays. UVA rays, which penetrate deeper, contribute significantly to skin aging, wrinkles, sunspots. Think A for aging.
Okay, UVA for aging.
And UVB rays, which are the primary cause of sunburn. Think B for burning.
A for aging, B for burning. Got it. Broad spectrum protects against both. SPF 30 minimum.
Minimum. And apply it every single morning as part of your routine, even if it's cloudy, even if you're just stepping out briefly, check the mail, walk the dog, sit on the patio for 10 minutes. Make applying sunscreen a deeply ingrained habit like brushing your teeth.
What about sensitive skin? Some sunscreens can be irritating.
That's a common concern. For sensitive skin, mineral sunscreens are often recommended. These contain ingredients like zinc oxide or titanium dioxide.
Zinc oxide, like in diaper cream.
Exactly. Same active ingredient, often. Mineral sunscreens work differently than chemical ones. They sit on top of the skin and create a physical barrier, literally reflecting or scattering the UV rays away.
Like tiny mirrors.
Sort of, yeah. Like a physical shield. Chemical sunscreens, on the other hand, absorb UV radiation and convert it into heat. Mineral ones are often gentler for sensitive or reactive skin.
Good tip. Okay, daily broad spectrum SPF 30 plus, Weiss Lip D. What's next?
Secondly, seek shade, especially during peak UV hours.
When are those usually?
Typically between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. That's when the sun's rays are at their strongest, their most direct. So make it a deliberate strategy. When you're out enjoying BC's amazing parks, maybe a walk in Stanley Park, a picnic at Queen Elizabeth Park, or just sitting on a cafe patio, actively look for and use trees, umbrellas, awnings, covered areas. You don't have to beg in direct sun during those peak hours to enjoy being outside. Enjoy the ambiance, the fresh air from a shaded spot. It's about being smart, being strategic with your outdoor time. It's really about enjoying the outdoors responsibly, isn't it? We want people to embrace our beautiful surroundings, not hide from them. Seeking shade is part of that responsible enjoyment.
Exactly. Okay, number 3, and this is really your first line of physical defense, protective clothing.
Makes sense. Cover up.
Right? Wear wide-brimmed hats, not baseball caps which leave your ears and neck exposed, but hats with a brim all the way around. They shield your face, your vulnerable ears, the back of your neck.
Crucial areas often missed.
Definitely. But sunglasses are also essential, not just for protecting your vision from glare, but also for safeguarding that incredibly delicate skin around your eyes. It's notoriously thin and very susceptible to sun damage and wrinkling.
Good point about the eye area.
And choose tightly woven, preferably loose-fitting clothing to cover as much exposed skin as comfortably possible. Darker colors often offer more protection than lighter ones, and you might be surprised to learn about clothing with a UPF rating.
UPF, like SPF for clothes.
Exactly, ultraviolet protection factor. Many outdoor gear stores now, especially in an outdoorsy place like Vancouver, sell lightweight, breathable clothing shirts, pants, hats specifically designed with a high UPF rating. They block harmful rays while keeping you cool and comfortable even on warm days.
That's fantastic. Textile technology has really advanced there. It makes staying protected while active so much easier, a real game changer.
It truly is. Okay. Daily sunscreen, seek shade, protective clothing. What's number 4? This is one where I think a lot of people, myself included sometimes, fall short.
Ah, yes. Reapply sunscreen.
Reapply. It's not one and done, is it?
Absolutely not. Sunscreen is not a magic shield that lasts all day with one application. Its effectiveness diminishes over time, and it gets broken down by sweat, water, even just rubbing from clothing or towels.
So how often should we reapply?
The general rule is every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours.
Every 2 hours of sun exposure. Or even more often if you've been swimming, sweating heavily, or if you've toweled off. This is probably the most overlooked step in sun protection, but it's fundamentally important for continuous coverage.
That's why keeping a small, travel-sized tube of sunscreen in your bag or pocket is such a smart idea, isn't it? Especially for longer outings or even just running errands around town. A quick reapplication can make all the difference.
Absolutely. Make it easy for yourself.
And finally, a big one, the often forgotten bits. Don't forget exposed areas.
Which areas tend to get missed?
Well, it's easy to be diligent about our face and arms, right? But think about the tops of your ears, the back of your neck, especially if you have short hair, the tops of your feet if you're wearing sandals, the back of your hands, they get constant exposure.
Oh, yeah. Back of the hands. Prime spot for sunspots later on.
Exactly. All these areas are just as susceptible to sun damage, and unfortunately, they're common locations for developing sunspots and even skin cancers over time. So make it a habit. Do a quick mental checklist before you head out. Did I get everywhere the sun can see?
That's great advice. Ears, neck, feet, hands. Don't forget them.
What's truly fascinating here, when you put it all together, is how simple yet profoundly powerful this multi-layered defense strategy is.
Layers of protection.
Think of sun protection as your invisible shield. It's your most potent weapon against premature aging,
That's
all those wrinkles, the leathery texture, the sunspots we talked about. But far more importantly, it's your best defense against the significant risks of skin cancer.
It really is preventative healthcare.
Absolutely. So every single day, whether you see the sun shining brightly or not, that shield needs to be firmly in place. Don't leave home without it, even if home is just your backyard patio or your favorite window seat where the sun streams in.
Okay, so we've covered the basics. Gentle cleansing, diligent moisturizing, and that crucial daily sun protection. But beyond that general care, seniors often encounter specific skin issues that need, well, a bit more targeted attention and understanding.
That's right. The changes we discussed earlier, the dryness, fragility, slower healing, they can lead to some common problems that cause real discomfort or concern.
Let's unpack some of the most frequent ones and crucially talk about effective solutions or management strategies. What's top of the list?
One of the most widespread and persistent concerns we often hear about is that chronic dryness and itching. The medical term, again, is
That
pruritus.
maddening itch. Exactly. As we discussed, that decrease in natural oil production is a major culprit. So the solution, first and foremost, is consistent, generous moisturizing, really hammering that home. Use those rich, fragrance-free creams or ointments, especially after bathing.
And avoid harsh soaps.
Absolutely. Avoid harsh cleansers at all costs. They only make the dryness worse and strip away what little natural protection is left. But there are other things you can do too.
Like what?
Using humidifiers, especially during the winter months when indoor heating really dries out the air. Adding moisture back into your environment can make a surprising difference to your skin's hydration level.
Good tip for the dry BC winters indoors.
Definitely. Also, it sounds obvious, but actively try to avoid scratching.
Easier said than done sometimes.
I know. It offers such tempting temporary relief. But scratching can actually break that delicate skin barrier, leading to further irritation, inflammation, and even opening the door to infection. It becomes a vicious cycle.
So what can you do when the itch is driving you nuts?
Instead of scratching, try applying cool compresses to the itchy area. Just a cool, damp cloth can be very soothing. Or you can use over-the-counter anti-itch creams. Look for ones containing ingredients like hydrocortisone, used sparingly and as directed, menthol, camphor, or pramoxine. These can provide temporary symptomatic relief.
Okay, cool compresses and anti-itch creams instead of scratching. That feedback loop of itching, scratching, more irritation, it really can be incredibly frustrating and even debilitating for people who experience it chronically, can't it?
It truly can. It significantly impacts comfort and quality of life. Now, another highly significant concern linked to the skin's fragility is bruising and skin tears.
Right, that easy bruising we mentioned. And skin tears sound nasty.
They can be. Given how thin and fragile senior skin becomes, even surprisingly minor bumps, friction like from clothing or bedding or slight trauma can result in those noticeable bruises or even a skin tear. That's a wound where the top layers of skin literally separate from the underlying tissue.
Ouch. So what's the primary solution there? Prevention again.
Prevention and gentleness. Cultivate an attitude of being extra gentle when handling your skin. Whether you're dressing, bathing, reaching for something, or just moving around your home, be mindful.
How can you protect the skin more actively?
Consider wearing long sleeves and pants, even indoors sometimes. It provides a simple but effective physical barrier against accidental bumps and scrapes.
Makes sense.
Also, take a look around your home. Proactively patting sharp furniture corners, coffee tables, bed frames can make a huge difference. They're a surprisingly common cause of bumps and tears.
Good practical tip. Does moisturizing help with this too?
Yes, indirectly. Regular moisturizing helps maintain and slightly improve skin elasticity, making it a tiny bit more resilient to minor trauma.
Yeah.
But there's a crucial warning sign here.
What's that?
If you notice bruises appearing very frequently or large bruises from seemingly no cause at all, it's always wise to consult your doctor because it could potentially indicate an underlying medical condition, a vitamin deficiency, or perhaps be a side effect of certain medications like blood thinners. It needs to be checked out.
That's a vital distinction, knowing when easy bruising is related to skin changes versus when it might signal something else that needs medical attention. Okay, what about issues that are particularly relevant for folks with limited mobility?
An extremely important consideration there is pressure sores, also commonly known as bed sores or decubitus ulcers.
Pressure sores, right. How do they happen?
They're areas of skin and underlying tissue damage caused by sustained, unrelieved pressure. This pressure cuts off blood flow to that area, leading to tissue breakdown and injury. Bony areas like hips, tailbone, heels, elbows are particularly vulnerable.
That sounds serious. How can they be prevented?
Prevention is absolutely key and requires rigorous attention. Regular position changes are paramount. If someone is bedridden, they should ideally be repositioned at least every 2 hours, day and night.
Every 2 hours, that's demanding.
It is, but it's crucial for preventing tissue damage. If someone is primarily in a wheelchair, they should be encouraged or assisted to shift their weight every 15 minutes or so to relieve pressure points.
15 minutes in a wheelchair. Okay, what else?
Keeping the skin meticulously clean and dry is also critical. Moisture from sweat, urine, or stool can significantly increase the risk of skin breakdown and infection in pressure-prone areas. Good hygiene is vital,
Makes sense.
and utilizing specialized pressure-relieving cushions or mattresses can significantly reduce the risk. These devices are designed to distribute body weight more evenly, reducing peak pressure on vulnerable spots.
So position changes, clean and dry skin, and the right support surfaces. These really are practical, potentially life-saving strategies that emphasize prevention and diligent care.
Absolutely. And finally, let's touch on those various spots or growths that just seem to appear as we get older. It can be a bit alarming sometimes to notice new ones popping up.
Yes, the inevitable newcomers. What are the common ones?
Well, you often see skin tags. These are small, usually flesh-colored, benign growths that often appear in areas where skin rubs against skin, like the neck, underarms, or groin. Generally harmless, more of a cosmetic nuisance for some.
Okay, skin tags?
Then there are age spots, also sometimes called liver spots, though they have nothing to do with the liver. The medical term is solar lentigines. These are flat, usually brown spots that result from years and years of sun exposure causing melanin clumping. Again, generally benign.
Sun damage again?
Sun damage again. But then there's something called actinic keratoses, often abbreviated as AKs.
Actinic keratoses. What are they?
These typically feel like rough, scaly patches on sun-exposed areas like the face, scalp, ears, or back of hands. Unlike skin tags or simple age spots, AKs are considered precancerous,
Precancerous, meaning?
meaning they have the potential to develop into a type of skin cancer called squamous cell carcinoma if left untreated. Not all of them do, but a significant percentage can.
Okay, that sounds important to identify.
It is. And while many of these various spots and growths are harmless, the absolutely crucial warning here, which cannot be stressed enough, is this. Any new or changing spot, mole, or lesion on your skin should be checked by a doctor or a dermatologist immediately.
Any changing?
Any change in size, shape, color, or texture. Or if a spot starts bleeding, itching, becomes tender, or just looks different from your other moles, the ugly duckling sign. These all warrant prompt professional evaluation.
Why the urgency?
Because early detection of skin cancer is absolutely crucial. When caught early, most skin cancers are highly treatable with excellent outcomes. But delaying diagnosis allows them potentially to grow deeper or spread, making treatment more complex and outcomes less certain. Don't delay, get it checked.
That's such a vital reminder, and it brings us back to that smart tip from the Lively Later Life source, which really emphasized this point. If you're concerned about any persistent skin issue, itch, or a new growth, please don't hesitate to consult your doctor or a dermatologist. They can provide an accurate diagnosis and appropriate treatment.
Exactly. Our bodies are constantly sending us signals. We just need to learn to listen, understand what they might mean, and importantly, know when it's time to seek that expert advice. It's truly a partnership with our healthcare providers for maintaining our health. If we connect all this back to the bigger picture, it becomes incredibly clear. What we put into our bodies is just as profoundly important for our skin as what we put on it.
Ah, the inside-out connection.
Precisely. Skin health, that vibrant, resilient skin we all want, it truly starts from within.
Yeah.
No amount of expensive external cream can fully compensate for fundamental internal nutritional deficiencies or chronic dehydration.
That makes sense. The skin is an organ, after all. It needs fuel.
Exactly. It's a living, dynamic organ, and it often acts as a window to your overall internal health. What's going on inside often shows up on the outside.
That's a fundamental truth we sometimes overlook, isn't it? We treat the surface, but forget the foundation. So let's delve into those key dietary factors. What nourishes our skin from the inside out? What provides those essential building blocks and protective agents?
Okay, first, and perhaps most obvious, but still critical, hydration.
Water, water, water.
Water is truly paramount. Dehydration has visible effects on the skin. It can make it look dull, less radiant. It can enhance the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it definitely reduces the skin's natural plumpness and elasticity.
Think of a grape versus a raisin.
That's a perfect visual analogy. That's essentially what dehydration does to your skin cells. On a microscopic level, it shrivels them up.
So how much should we be drinking? The old 8 glasses a day rule.
That's a good general guideline, aiming for around 8 glasses or about 2 liters of water a day. But individual needs can vary. You might need more if you're particularly active, if you live in a very dry climate or during hot weather, or simply if you feel thirsty.
Thirst is a late signal, though, right?
It often is, yes. Thirst itself can be a sign that you're already mildly dehydrated. So the best strategy is proactive sipping throughout the day. Don't wait until you feel parched. Keep a water bottle handy.
Good advice. Maybe we should do a whole deep dive just on hydration habits sometime.
We could. Water is truly the unsung hero of skin health. It's absolutely essential for maintaining the skin's turgor, that natural firmness and elasticity, and it supports countless cellular functions that keep the skin healthy, repairing itself, and resilient.
Okay, hydration is key. What else from our diet makes a big difference?
Next up, let's talk about healthy fats, specifically omega-3 fatty acids.
Omega-3s, where do we find those?
Well, they are absolutely fantastic for skin health. They help maintain skin elasticity, they can reduce inflammation throughout the body, including in the skin, and they're crucial for maintaining a strong skin barrier function. They help build healthy cell membranes, keeping that moisture logged in and irritants out.
Okay, so they're like internal moisturizers.
In a way, yes. They provide essential lubrication and flexibility to skin cells from the inside. Fantastic sources include fatty fish, and here in beautiful British Columbia, we're incredibly lucky to have access to wonderful wild BC salmon, which is packed with omega-3s.
Lucky us. What about plant-based sources?
Excellent plant-based sources include flax seeds. Ground flaxseed is best for absorption, chia seeds, and walnuts. Incorporating these into your diet regularly is great for your skin.
Salmon, flax seeds, walnuts. Got it. What's next?
Then we have antioxidant-rich foods. These are incredibly important.
Antioxidants. They fight free radicals, right? What does that mean for skin?
Exactly. Antioxidants protect your skin cells from damage caused by free radicals. Free radicals are unstable molecules generated by things like UV radiation, pollution, and even just normal metabolic processes. They cause oxidative stress, which can damage DNA, proteins like collagen, and lipids, accelerating the aging process throughout the body, very visibly in the skin.
So antioxidants are like internal bodyguards for our cells.
That's a great way to put it. Tiny internal shields, neutralizing these damaging free radicals. And where do we find them? Think color. Yes. Berries like blueberries, raspberries, strawberries are packed with them. Leafy greens like spinach and kale. Brightly colored vegetables like bell peppers, red, yellow, orange. Tomatoes, carrots. The more vibrant and varied the colors on your plate, generally the wider the range of protective antioxidants you're getting. Eat the rainbow.
Eat the rainbow for better skin. I like that. A diverse plate translates to better skin defense.
Precisely. Okay, moving on. We also need a steady intake of protein.
Protein for skin? I thought that was mostly for muscles.
It's essential for muscles, yes, but protein is absolutely vital for skin repair and for the continuous production of collagen and elastin. Remember those structural proteins we talked about? They give skin its firmness and bounce.
Right, the steel beams and the rubber band?
Exactly. Your body needs adequate protein intake to synthesize those. Without enough protein, your skin struggles to repair itself effectively after injury and can't maintain its structural integrity as well over time.
So where should we get good quality protein?
Ensure you're including sources like lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs. And for plant-based options, Beans, lentils, tofu, quinoa are all excellent sources. Getting enough of these fundamental building blocks is crucial. Protein provides the essential raw materials for healthy, strong, resilient skin. It's non-negotiable for skin regeneration.
Okay, protein is crucial. What about specific vitamins?
Well, speaking of collagen production, vitamin C is absolutely critical.
Vitamin C for colds, right?
It's famous for immune support, yes. But vitamin C is also a vital cofactor in the complex enzymatic reactions that actually synthesize new collagen molecules in your body. You quite literally need vitamin C to make new collagen.
Wow, I didn't know that connection was so direct.
It is. So load up on vitamin C-rich foods. Citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits are famous sources. But bell peppers, especially red ones, broccoli, strawberries, kiwi fruit, they're also powerhouses for vitamin C.
Good to know. So vitamin C helps build that skin structure.
Fundamentally, it helps maintain your skin's youthful structure and prevent excessive sagging over time.
Okay, one more. Any other key nutrients?
Yes, let's mention zinc. Zinc also plays a significant role in overall skin health. It supports skin healing processes, very important if you do get a cut or scrape. And it plays a key part in the skin's immune function, helping it fend off infections and maintain its barrier integrity.
Where do we find zinc?
You can find zinc in foods like nuts, cashews, almonds, seeds, pumpkin seeds, sesame seeds, lean meats, shellfish like oysters, and legumes.
Okay, so it's really about the synergy, isn't it? All these nutrients, water, healthy fats, antioxidants, protein, vitamin C, zinc, they work together.
Exactly. They create a powerful, interconnected internal support system that nourishes and protects your skin from the inside out. It's a truly holistic approach. It's not about focusing on just one magic ingredient, but about a balanced, whole foods approach.
Which brings us back to that SMART advice from the Lively Later Life source.
Yes, it summed it up perfectly. A balanced diet, rich in whole foods, is your absolute best bet for vibrant skin from within. Think of it as truly feeding your skin, providing it with all the essential nutrients it needs to thrive, repair itself, and protect you. It's a cornerstone of healthy aging, not just for your skin, but for your whole body.
Well, there you have it, friends. We've taken a pretty comprehensive deep dive today, haven't we? Exploring protect your skin.
We certainly covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, everything from understanding those profound natural changes our skin goes through as we age,
The why behind it all.
to the practical daily skincare routines, those absolutely crucial sun safety secrets, especially for us here in BC.
Non-negotiable.
And even digging into how what we eat and drink really impacts our skin's health from the inside out.
It's clear it's a journey of continuous care, isn't it? Not just a one-time fix.
Exactly. And every small, consistent step you take genuinely adds up. It makes a significant difference over time.
Remember, from that gentle cleansing and, yes, diligent moisturizing,
Yeah. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize.
to year-round, non-negotiable sun protection, and making those smart, informed dietary choices every single step you take to care for your skin. It's a powerful investment.
An investment in what, exactly?
Well, it's an investment in your comfort, definitely. In your confidence, how you feel presenting yourself to the world, your appearance, yes. But most importantly, it's an investment in your overall health and well-being.
Because the skin is so vital.
Absolutely. This isn't just about looking good. It's profoundly about feeling good, preventing discomfort like itching or soreness, preventing injury like skin tears, and fundamentally safeguarding your body's largest and most vital protective organ.
So as you listen to this, what does all this mean for you? For your next walk in one of BC's beautiful parks, perhaps, or maybe even just for your morning routine tomorrow, right at home.
How can you apply this?
We'd truly love to hear from you, actually. What's your go-to moisturizer, the one you swear by? Or maybe you have a favorite sun-safe activity you genuinely enjoy doing here in British Columbia. Share your wisdom. Your practical tips and insights could be precisely what someone else listening needs to hear right now to help them embrace healthy, comfortable, and maybe even glowing skin.
Sharing knowledge is powerful.
It is. And speaking of sharing knowledge, the original creators of this excellent content over at Lively Later Life encourage their listeners to subscribe to their channel for more valuable information. We wholeheartedly believe in spreading vital knowledge like this too. So if this deep dive today has given you some fresh insights, maybe a new perspective, or if you simply enjoyed learning alongside us, please consider subscribing to this channel, The Deep Dive.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button.
Hitting that notification bell, too, ensures you won't miss out on more of our custom deep dives into fascinating and practical topics just like this one. They're all designed to help you become well-informed, quickly and thoroughly on the subjects that matter most to you.
Okay, well, I think that wraps it up nicely for today. Until next time, everyone. Remember, protect your skin, nourish your body from the inside out.
And keep embracing your lively later life to the absolute fullest.